Okay. This is so not a, like, a cool, like, oh, look at me, I'm so organized video. See, yeah, this, um, shelf, my dad builds them for schools. You know, he's a woodworker. He builds them for public school districts, and they are like, not meant to be like, oh, pretty, but they are solid AF. I mean, just unbelievably solid. Should I do this? Yeah, it's not moving. It's just super solid. I know that makes you nervous and sketched out. Um, this is the top shelf, and you know, Dresden's sitting there not because she's not wanted. She's just sitting there for now. She's doing a different thing. But this second shelf tends to see how I have some just little odds and ends there. That tends to happen, even though the third shelf is all this crap is going to my mom's. It's my sister's like dolls I'm giving her. Oh, I love her. And then I have this, which is fabuloso in my opinion, where I just keep like rubber bands for the hair clips. These I use to pull the hook out of the doll. You probably have a special one. And this is just miscellaneous, like safety pins and then the Ico eyes. So it's just all in one area. More just rubber bands instead of head caps, which is a thing I do. So that just, well, it really, honestly, kind of goes there. Okay, so that's the second shelf. And there's the hideous third shelf. Oops. So, these are all black wigs. And for me, I don't have, right now, I kind of only all of them are 7/8. And then those are just anything but black wigs. Shoes. And these are just the SD clothes. And yeah, they're not super, I tried to organize them like this is supposed to be all jackets, but the jackets don't really fill up a bin, so I just kind of do miscellaneous. Although I could have sworn I did have one little place just for leggings and crap. So I'm going to have to rethink that, because there should be one little bin that just has underwears and hats and stuff that's not actually clothing. So yeah, that's a must setup. And yeah, so this shelf normally wouldn't have this on here. When I go see my mom, these will be gone. Just trying to keep them in one place, and then I'll put them in nicer bags. But second shelf, and these shelves are adjustable, but they're pretty much good where they are. Just the top shelf, I tend to, you know, I like to look at them up there, and I take pictures of them up there, and I won't do a whole thing about how she's her funky knees. Isn't she so pretty though? I think she's very cool. She has like an old-fashioned face, an old-timey like, I don't know, you know what I mean, old-timey. So yeah, and I don't mind these all like this doesn't, it's not like, oh my god, these are all different sized dolls. It's not a thing for me. Although I'm just not into MSD right now. So that's it. But that's kind of high up. I don't know if you can tell. It's high off the ground a bit. All the way up there. So I've tried to do the chair thing, but that doesn't help because the SDs, it works great with MSDs or with the little ones, but with the big girls. Okay, so if her feet, I'm going to take her down. If her feet, well, she's a shit sitter. That's why she stands. Like, oh, hi. And even if I tried to wrangle her for 5 minutes, which it would take me that long to get those knees to do anything but what they're doing straight out, there's no way, because this is our door right there and right there. So when my husband's bed is over on the other side of the room. So he often, just normally, he knocked an Evangeline, plastic Evangeline off of here. She was just sitting barely, like her knees were like this. Hold on. She was sitting like this, only she's an EG. And he walked by and clipped her And you wouldn't think a plastic EG, her wrist just snapped off. So I can't take the chance. And see what kneelers do? Kneelers are safe. So I don't even put these little girls like that. It's a shame, but it's just not worth, flipping them and off they go. And I wouldn't think much of it because we have really thick new carpet, but she broke her wrist and she was a plastic doll. And this girl would just, see? She's back up there. She stands real easy. I mean, she doesn't look super posed right now. I mean, her pose is not good, but she's a stander. So she's just going to remain a stander for now. And I'm too impatient. I'm not going to get her a stand, saddle her up, hope the saddle is right. And I used to have saddle stands for EG and resins. And one time I didn't realize it, but the coating on the saddle had worn off on just a little bit of a part of it, and I was putting it on, scratched just a big scratch into her resin, into the EG resin. So I know that's not always a thing, but it's just I don't have the just don't have the patience. I don't have the patience to let me get her off that stand. Let me put her back up. So that is not happening, and that's it. I think that's it. But yeah, she's not going anywhere. I mean, I'm kicking the shelf. Okay. That happened. She fell down. I know. You think I'm a crazy woman. See her? So, I mean, I'm not trying to play with fire. I'm not trying to be cocky and like, oh, my doll's never going to fall. But for now, I can't deal with any other way of having her. So she will be staying up here. And I will scrunch her back. Like when I had her standing since yesterday, I made sure like she's rock solid and whatnot. So anyways, 7 minutes. I try to do like a 2-minute video because they're so boring. Okay. Bye.